The figure of the brand ambassador has become a key part of campaigns with influencers in the marketing world. For example, we can see Kendall Jenner collaborating with L'Oreal, or Dakota Johnson with Gucci. Brand ambassadors help us to stand out and connect with potential customers in an increasingly saturated environment. It is no longer enough to simply communicate the benefits of our product. A good brand ambassador is able to represent the company's values and mission and reach the public in a much more authentic way. But it's not the same collaboration we would do with an influencer. So let's take a look at what a brand ambassador is, what differentiates them from influencers, what types there are, and what they can bring to you specifically. Let's get to it. A brand ambassador is a person who represents the corporate identity of a brand to its target audience. Being the image of the brand, the ambassador identifies with the values and objectives of the organization. Typically, the brand ambassador shares his or her experiences about the company's services and products. They can also participate in the brand's corporate blog or videos, attend brand events, or publish content about the brand on social networks. In short, the brand ambassador is the person who is responsible for humanizing the brand and bringing it closer to its customers. But it is not only influencers who focus on working their social networks. A brand ambassador can be any influencer who can work in different sectors, such as actors and actresses, artists, celebrities, or athletes. For example, over the years, the Dior brand has added to its ranks the likes of Jimin from the group BTS, Carla Bruni, Natalie Portman, Jennifer Lawrence, and many others. Brand ambassadors can be a very valuable resource for companies, as they bring very interesting advantages from a marketing point of view. For example, convey more humanity and closeness. The ambassador is the face of the brand to the public. So instead of addressing them as a corporation, we are talking to them person to person. This makes it easier to connect on a much deeper emotional level with the audience. It enhances branding. Associating a brand with a well-known character aligned with the company's values is a strategy that has been working for decades, as it increases the appeal of campaigns and helps consumers remember us, increases reach. Ambassadors make it possible to reach beyond the company's own channels and reach a new audience that would have been much more difficult to reach and attract. Transmit trust. Person-to-person recommendations work much better than advertising messages. If we collaborate with ambassadors who really enjoy our products and publish honest opinions, we will increase our credibility and the trust of consumers. And we will be able to differentiate ourselves from our competitors. As we live in an environment saturated with advertising and brand offerings, associating with a familiar face makes brand identification much quicker and easier and can help us achieve the desired differentiation. But what exactly does this person do for companies? The brand ambassador's mission is to bring the company's products, services, and values closer to the consumer through a variety of general actions, such as showing the use of the company's products and services through publications in its networks, which helps both to clear doubts about the product and to publicize and promote the brand. You can also assign its use to the brand's social channels, publish on the company's corporate blog, or attend all kinds of events related to the brand and publish content about them. Brand ambassadors are often confused with influencers, but they are two different figures. Let's look at the differences between brand ambassadors and influencers. One of the main differences is that the influencer has a one-off relationship with the brand, while the ambassador's relationship is quite the opposite. The latter is required to have a series of knowledge about the sector to which the company belongs, as well as certain points in common with it in terms of values and image. An influencer, on the other hand, is not required to do so much, since it is enough that his profile fits within the sector for him to advertise a certain product or service on his channels. Another difference is that the brand ambassador has an exclusive contract with that brand, so he or she cannot talk about other competitors. An influencer, on the other hand, does not usually have this exclusivity and can collaborate with different brands, even if they belong to the same sector. We can also say that finding a good brand ambassador is more difficult than finding an influencer, but it is worth it, as it can be a key part of a digital marketing strategy. Types of ambassadors that exist. Brand ambassadors are not limited to the classic influencers, but this concept can include employees, customers, or people who know the company for any reason. Generally speaking, we can classify them into two types: Internal and external. The internal brand ambassadors of a brand are people who know the company perfectly, as they have worked with or in it. Within them, we can distinguish two main categories. Company employees, who can generate trust and promote the brand in their close environment, and influential people for the target audience who are also related to the brand. In this case, we have an example, Google, which gives a space to its employees to promote the company's culture and add value to its consumers, such as the importance that the company gives to its employees that it has an official blog where they share news about life inside and outside the company, as well as about their ethical and social commitments. In this case, internal ambassadors create a positive public image of their organization. Within a company, we can also have a specific role for the brand ambassador within the marketing team. This professional will be in charge of everything related to generating visibility and taking care of branding. On the other hand, external brand ambassadors are those who have not worked for the company, although logically, they should have a good knowledge of the company. We can also distinguish between two categories. Satisfied customers of the brand, who act as ambassadors with people in their close environment and specific recommendation programs that can be created for them. And influencers for the target audience who embody the brand's values. Here, it is very important to choose the right representative to reach the right audience. As you can see, there are many options for collaborating with influencers to help you improve your brand image, share your values, and consequently, increase your sales. Watch this video to learn more about influencer marketing. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss out on digital marketing trends. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.